I have just watched Rush Xanadu, and I thought I knew what Rush was about. This song showed me I really didn't. Join me for the journey.
Listen in colour.
Hi everyone, welcome to Listen in Colour with me, Rachel Walker-Mason. I've got some exciting news. I now have my very own Patreon, so if you would like to support me over there and watch all of my videos completely ad-free, you can do that right now. The link is just here. Now, for some more Rush, this is Xanadu. Oh, I don't want to pause it, but I need to pause it to say something, as the sort of the life of a YouTube reactor. That was the most interesting introduction I've heard in a very long time, not just from Rush, but from anyone. That was like tuning into a nature documentary, like a David Attenborough documentary, and the music in that is usually it complements nature and the natural world, and it's kind of not intrusive, and it often features bits of bird song or instruments mimicking animal calls and bird song, and that was literally that. It was like this beautiful percussion masterpiece that was stunning, and then the guitar coming in with these beautiful little riffs that gradually build into what I'm assuming is going to be the main kind of guitar figure of the song. But that was beautiful. I didn't know what to expect. That is from the little I've heard of Rush so far. Could not have predicted that this introduction would be one of their songs. Honestly, wow. Okay, let's have some more. Okay, I'm just going to pause it there a second. I didn't want to pause during any of that drum part because it was stunning. That was the most beautiful slow build introduction. This is really interesting because then they've gone through that kind of beautiful bird song kind of part into this, where this is more what I expected from Rush, and it's like, that's great. I sort of went, yay, when they kind of came in as a trio, and you've got those fantastic rhythms and that deep bass and just the balance of all three parts, the guitar sitting so high in the mix was just beautiful. If this was the whole song, I'd be like, I'm fine with that because I feel like I've got a whole lot of Rush just in 3 minutes. But I know there's a lot more song to go, so I can't wait to see what else they bring. Oh, before I forget, this is Fiero, my cat, who is obviously thrilled to be here. He's just having a nap. Oh my god, they are just so cool, aren't they? They're cool and they don't even know they're cool or don't really care about being cool, but they just are. And I don't think I've ever seen in a band before. I don't even know what these are called. Is it like double necked guitars? So I've seen double necked guitars, but then double necked basses as well. Like I don't think I've ever seen that with two of them played together in a band. They're just like the most ridiculously talented musicians. And they loads of you have commented, and you're so sweet. All you Rush fans are so kind, and you've given me so much information. And a lot of you have picked up on the fact that I said that they just seem like they really enjoy playing together, and they just seem like very gentle souls who just happen to have stumbled upon fame and are not particularly comfortable with it. They just want to be playing these songs, and that's how they come across. This song is awesome. Like, there's not even any singing yet, and we're at 4 minutes 24. And as a standard pop girl who's been taught, you have to get to the first chorus by 30 seconds. I am loving delving into prog rock because it breaks every single rule that I've ever been taught, and I'm really loving it. It's like it's naughty. It's like they shouldn't be doing it, but there's a whole genre of music that people love and continue to love because it broke all the rules. And I'm kind of getting on board with that now. Like, I understand why you love it so much, and I get very excited about delving into bands like Rush and Pink Floyd and other bands like that. It's really exciting.
To seek the sacred river out, to walk the caves of ice, to break my fast on honeydew and drink the milk of paradise. I inhale the whisper tales of immortality, the deepest mystery.
Oh my goodness, I love his voice. It's so it kind of it reminds me, as I'm a musical theatre fan, as some of you may know, and the way that Jesus was written in Jesus Christ Superstar, the Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice musical, his voice was written to be that very piercing, slightly not exactly screaming voice, but have a real high, kind of bright edge to it that kind of cuts through music, can cut through an electric guitar solo. And his voice just does that. It's exactly that voice. If he ever was cast in Jesus Christ Superstar as Jesus, I'd be like, yeah, that's excellent casting. I know Neil wrote the lyrics, and they are fascinating lyrics. This is not. I could not have guessed from the beginning of this song that this is where we'd be at what are we at 5:50, and we're in a section about caves of ice and sipping the mountain dew in this really dramatic bit. These sections are so different, and they just I just love this. It's like they just had these ideas and went, yeah, let's put them all in one song, and they did, and it's cool. I'm intrigued. It's it's fascinating. And how many of you Rush fans love this one? Is it one of your favourites? Is it one that you find a bit more challenging? Because lots of you have commented on particular ones you want me to listen to, and I promise I'll get to those.
To stand within the pleasure dome decreed by Kubla Khan, to taste anew the fruits of life, the last immortal man, find the sacred river realm, to walk the caves of night. Oh, I will dine on honeydew and drink the milk of paradise. Oh,
Oh my goodness, I've never heard anyone play the drums that fast. This is incredible. How is he that quick? And this is, I'm assuming, a live recording. They're just filming it live. This is not sped up in a studio. This is just him playing. How is he that quick? I know everyone talks about Neil Peart being like the greatest drummer and the drummer's drummer, and calling him the professor, I think you call him. I'm like, but just looking at him, and I don't know a lot about drumming, but I know when something's good. And that was just so fast. But he looks completely relaxed. And I love he's such a great percussion player. He's not only playing drums, he's on the tubular bells, he's playing the cowbells, he's doing everything. And there's so many different percussion elements in this song that really add to the soundscape. And he's just doing all of it. I don't know how. There's three of them. Are we sure there's not more people under the stage somewhere that are playing other instruments? Because how they make this much sound it's a little bit beyond me. I don't know how they're doing this. It's incredible. But I can see why Rush are so beloved, because there is exceptionally high level of skill with their playing and with their writing, and it's kind of it's music forever, isn't it? I know it's from a specific time, but it's in a sense, prog rock is quite timeless because it didn't really belong to any time. It kind of went outside of what was happening musically in the time, and it just did what it wanted to. So therefore, it is timeless because it never really belonged. So therefore, it always belongs.
Held within the pleasure dome, decreed by Kubla Khan, to taste my bitter triumph as a mad immortal man. Never more shall I return, escape these caves of ice. For I have dined on honeydew and drunk the milk of paradise. Oh, is it paradise?
Wow. Honestly, wow. So if you have any more information about this song, what they mean by Xanadu, like I've heard of Xanadu in terms of I think there's a musical called Xanadu, and Olivia Newton-John did a song called Xanadu, which I think is from the musical. That's all I know really. I don't really know what it means. So if you know, please let me know because I'd love some more information. Um, wow, yeah, that's incredible. That was so cool and totally unexpected. I really didn't know what to expect from that, but that was not it. That's not what I expected, but I loved it. It was like a whole mythical journey that I went on. It was kind of like Dungeons and Dragons. Not that I've really played that, but from knowing the TV show on television, just it was like that. It was like this fantastical journey through sound, but also lyrically, and that voice. Oh, and then the guitar solo was outstanding. Just it's as if someone just said, "Look, there's 3 of the best musicians in the whole world. We'll put them in a room together and just see what they come up with." And they did that. So colour-wise in this one, you will not be surprised to know I went through a whole rainbow of colours because it just went everywhere. The opening section was these really kind of light, kind of lilac colours, really thin, kind of sort of drifting through, and that bird song is always quite yellow to me, kind of quite, yellow and kind of high up in the mix, these little sounds that come in. And then it goes into the first kind of musical section where the instruments all come in, and that drifted through much more of a green, and then the green got kind of from lighter to darker, and then it went into the next section, another musical section, which was like a heavier blue, and then the vocals came in, and I always get quite a really punchy yellow with those vocals because they are so bright and forward in the mix in like just the most perfect way. That's just exactly the right vocal to cut through guitar solos and big, riffs on the synth and on the Rhodes and things like that. You've got to have a voice that can really cut through those frequencies. So I get quite a bright yellow from that. And then the section with the guitar solo was this really kind of orangey kind of sound, sort of color. It was all over the rainbow. It really was. It was incredible. Working in the music industry is not well paid. So if you would like to support me, you can do so by buying me a coffee or a tea, as I say, because I'm British and drink a lot of tea. The link is just here. And I want to say thank you to everybody who has already done this and continues to do this. It means so much to me and to my family. So thank you. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And have a colourful day. Listening